We have a ton of really big Pokemon Go news that was just announced. Starting this weekend, we are going to be getting some Ultra Unlocks, some Paldean themed events, as well as a brand new Go Battle League season. I'm going to be talking about all of this in this video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. Hey, how's it going everyone? It's me, it's Kanjinsula. I hope you're having a good day and welcome to today's Pokemon Go video. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of stuff coming to Pokemon Go that you will want to pay attention to. We're going to be getting Paldean Pokemon for the first time in Pokemon Go, as well as a brand new Go Battle League season that's also going to include a move shakeup and a whole bunch of stuff that you will want to pay attention to. The imminent future of Pokemon Go is actually looking really bright, and I'm really excited about a lot of the things that are coming down the pipeline. First and foremost, let's talk about the Paldean events, because this is all a part of the Ultra Unlocks from Pokemon Go Fest. So there's going to be a bunch of brand new Pokemon, as well as a lot of bonuses that you will actually want to pay attention to. Starting on Tuesday, September 5th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time until Sunday, September 10th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, we're going to have a Paldean Adventure event. This event is going to feature the debut of Sprigatito along with its evolutionary line, Fuecoco with its evolutionary line, and Quaxly with its evolutionary line. We're also going to be getting Lechonk and its evolved forms as well. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly are of course the starters for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so getting their evolved forms is going to require the typical amount of candy that you would need for starter Pokemon. Now after this event ends, we're going to have Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly in 5km eggs, and Lechonk is going to be hatching from 2km eggs. So if you do not get yourself a good IV version of any of these Pokemon, well, you could go and hatch a bunch of eggs and you might get lucky. Now included with this event is going to be some Ultra Unlock bonuses. Similar to previous Go Fest Ultra Unlocks, we're going to have a bunch of unknowns spawning in raid battles. These will include Unknown A, Unknown D, Unknown E, Unknown L, and Unknown P. Their shiny forms are going to be available as well. Now, there's also going to be a timed research with Lechonk encounters during this event, and this is also because of the Ultra Unlocks. The key thing here is that Lechonk's shiny form is going to be available, so this could be a great way for you to pick up a high IV shiny Lechonk. Now, a third part of the Ultra Unlocks is going to be a bunch of event bonuses that will actually be really good. First and foremost, roaming form Gimmighoul won't appear at Golden Pokestops if a Golden Lure module wasn't used, but treasure hunting trainers may still find Gimmighoul coins when they spin that Pokestop. Pokestops may turn gold without a Golden Lure module, so there's going to be a bunch of Golden Lures throughout this event. It's just that you won't find roaming form Gimmighoul under them unless, of course, a Golden Lure module was used. Now alongside this, we're also going to be getting 4 times XP for catching Pokemon and 4 times Stardust for catching Pokemon as well. This is actually massive because 4 times Stardust is huge if you think about it. Like, if you come across a Pokemon that gives you bonus Stardust to begin with, you're going to be getting 4 times that amount. Like for example, Shellder. That Pokemon gives you 1,000 Stardust per catch, but with this bonus, you're going to get 4,000 Stardust. Like, that's absolutely massive. Now, during this event, there's going to be Pokestop showcases, and it's going to feature Lechonk. So if you ever run across XXL Lechonks, make sure you save those for these Pokestop showcases. We're also going to be getting a bunch of Pokemon that look like they're going to be getting an increased shiny rate. These include Hoppip, Houndour, Weasel, and Fletchling. Now, something else to keep in mind is that there is going to be a special research tied to this event, and it's not going to cost you any money. But this special research is going to basically introduce you to Paldean Pokemon. You'll be able to choose one of the 3 starters as your partner and do a whole bunch of stuff related to that Pokemon. So I'm pretty excited about this because it's basically going to be a free source of a bunch of rewards. Finally, we're going to be getting a lot of notable Pokemon back in raid battles. Of course, I already talked about how all the unknowns are going to be in 1-star raids, but in 3-star raids, we're going to have Machamp, Camerupt, Metagross, and Turtonator. And then in 5-star raids from September 1st until September 8th, we're going to get Kartana and Celesteela, depending on what hemisphere you live in. And then finally, in Mega Raids, we're going to have Mega Manectric, which is of course one of the best electric types currently in the game. There's also going to be collection challenges and a whole bunch of other stuff related to Paldean Pokemon during this event, as well as a couple of new avatar items. So if that's something that you really care about, then don't forget to actually complete those collection challenges and collect those avatar items in the Pokeshop. Now, of course, this event was not the only event that was recently announced. There's also going to be a second Paldean event that's going to be happening directly after this first one, and I actually think this one is pretty exciting as well. This second event is going to start on September 10th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, which is basically the exact point where the first event is going to end, and it's going to go until Friday, September 15th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. This event is going to debut even more Paldean Pokemon. These include Nimble, Lockix, Pawmi, Pawmo, Pawmot, Bombirdier, Frigibax, Arctibax, and Baxcalibur. Now, I could be completely wrong here, but I believe Baxcalibur is the pseudo-legendary for the Paldean region. So, just like with every other introduction of every region, they usually include the pseudo-legendary. Like, for example, when they introduced Alolan Pokemon, they had Jangmo-O. So, yeah, I think this is pretty exciting, and this is a great opportunity for you to collect the pseudo-legendary of this region. Now, all of the event bonuses and raids and different things like that are pretty much going to be exactly like the other Paldean event. But with this particular event, we're going to have a paid time research that will be available, and it's going to include a whole bunch of stuff related to Pawmi. You're going to have 2 encounters with Pawmi, a Pawmi backpack avatar item, 3 rare candy, 1 incubator, 10 silver pineapple berries, 921 stardust, and 9,210 XP. Now, something to keep in mind is that this paid timed research is going to cost $5 USD, and I actually do not think it's worth it, in my opinion. They're not giving you any kind of special spawns other than Pawmi. You're basically spending $5 for an avatar item and a regular incubator, which I really do not think is worth it. And then finally, there's one more thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is of course the next Go Battle League season. This season is actually going to be pretty massive because there's going to be a huge move shakeup, as well as a bunch of bonuses that will be active throughout the entirety of that season. Now, when it comes to the seasonal bonuses, it looks like they're all going to be related to the friendship system. Trainers can open up to 40 gifts daily, they can send up to 40 gifts daily, they will have increased damage when participating in a raid with a friend, and they're going to have increased XP from going up a friendship level. Of course, friendship levels is the absolute best source of experience in Pokemon Go. So if you're trying to level up your player character, then make sure you utilize these bonuses and hit best friends with all of your friends in your friends list. And make sure you pop those lucky eggs as well. Now, I mentioned that there's going to be a massive move shakeup with this season. Here are the changes that are going to be added. First and foremost, there's going to be a bunch of brand new charge attacks. These include Scorching Sands, Trail Blaze, and Triple Axle. I'm not necessarily sure how effective these moves are going to be in PvP, but I'm guessing that they're going to be really strong for whatever Pokemon they are added to. The fast attack Spark is going to deal 2 more damage, but it's going to generate less energy. Astonish is going to gain energy generation, Psychic is going to be going up in power, and X-Scissor is going to be going up in power, but it's going to have its energy cost increased. Aerial Ace is going to have the energy cost decreased, Sky Attack is going to have its energy cost increased, Dig is going to have a reduction in power, but it's going to have its energy cost decreased as well. And the powerful charge attack Earthquake is going to see a reduction in power as well. Poltergeist is going to see an increase in power, and Boom Burst is going to have its energy cost decreased. Now, just on the surface, I can already tell that these changes are going to affect a lot of specific Pokemon. Especially when it comes to Boom Burst, I think that move had a lot of potential in the previous season, but because it is a very high energy cost charge attack, a lot of people were not necessarily running it on a lot of Pokemon. But since the energy cost was released, I do predict that certain Pokemon like Exploud might actually be considered viable, but we'll just have to wait and see. The one other thing that I thought was kind of interesting was all the changes related to flying type charge attacks. Like, Sky Attack has been an absolute menace in the Go Battle League this past season, so I'm wondering what effect this will have on the actual meta. Are there going to be less flying types? Are there going to be more Pokemon that are weak against flying types that are going to suddenly rise in the meta? We'll just have to wait and see. I am pretty excited about this Go Battle League season. So yeah, overall, super excited about all these announcements. In particular, I'm really excited about Paldean Pokemon. But yeah, that's basically going to be it for this video. I would love to know your thoughts regarding everything that I talked about down below in the comments. What do you think about the release of these Paldean Pokemon? And what do you think about the new Go Battle League season? Definitely share those thoughts in the comments, and let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it to this point in the video. If you ended up enjoying it and found it to be informative, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if it's your first time here. And don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You all make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then make sure you check out the links in the description below. For all my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list. So if you want to interact with me in some way within Pokemon Go, like with remote raids or the friendship system, then consider going on Patreon and joining me there. And as always, if you want to support my channel non-monetarily, you could do so by following me on social media. My handle is @CountJinsula, and I'm on the following platforms. Alright, that's going to be it. I'm Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.